You know there's other dating
I
apps,
want to
right?
talk to some chicks.
You know how horny you have to be to talk to Tinder customers? That's pretty damn horny.
Fucking bad, right?
That's like-
Yeah, we got it out of our system.
There we go.
Better.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Put Mover Podcast, episode 28. 28.
27.
Wait, no, it's
No,
28.
27 was last time.
That's right.
It's 28 this time. And we all came down with a severe case of butt AIDS last week, so we weren't available. Sorry for that. But let's get into this show. I am your host, Andrew Gomez, a.k.a. The Mez, joined, as always, you know him, you love him. To my left, he's the 10th wonder of the world, Dickalicious himself, Richard Garcia.
Good afternoon, everyone. Even though it's nighttime,
It's nighttime, boy.
it is. Well, I'm sure someone around the world is listening in the daytime.
We do get listeners in Japan.
We do.
We are,
Konnichiwa.
yeah.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
And also joining us, the $100 man, everybody's favorite uncle, Bobby Diaz.
What's up, baby?
And also, you know him, you love him. He's always here. The Pinoy powerhouse, Byron Pagdalao.
Konnichiwa, ladies, and konnichiwa.
Very nice, very nice.
You're multilingual.
There you go. Domo.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak Dothraki. I'm just kidding. I speak English. I speak English, Tagalog, and a little bit of Spanish.
Wow, you're like Cesaro.
Yeah, kinda. How many does he speak?
5.
Like 5.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's way too many.
Yeah, chill out, overachiever.
Before we get into the show, you know I got to give some love to our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by WrestleCrate.com. If you're ever looking for, the hottest in loot boxes and mystery crates, then you want something wrestling related, look no further. You're going to go to WrestleCrate.com. You're going to put in our promo code, PUTMEOVER. In turn, that website is going to put you over. You're going to get 20% off your first crate. And really, it doesn't get any better than WrestleCrate. Also, go to lapellia.com for any kind of enamel pins. They got the best pins in the biz. If you've seen a wrestling pin, they've probably made it. So go to lapellia.com. You could use our promo code, put me over there too. You get 20% off there as well. Thank you guys for joining us on another edition. We're back. Apologies for last week, like we said. Did we miss anything from last week? Anything big happened last week?
Just the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Hell
We have
Yes,
a
we do.
problem when it comes to following up a pay-per-view. We never go back to it.
I think it's becoming like a trend now for us.
Don't look forward to our reviews. Look into our previews. Reviews probably not going to be here. I'm wearing my best football soccer outfit. I'm
good
wearing
combo.
a LA Rams, LA Galaxy hat. Because I love sports
And you love L.A.
and I love entertainment, specifically sports entertainment.
Well done.
Oh,
Look at
oh.
that.
Well
Well
done.
played.
Look at that. That's why I'm the host, boys.
That's nice.
With that being said, did I forget anything off the top? I don't think I did. Let's get into some Dickstery news. We got a lot to talk about. And here we go. Take it away, Dick.
All right, guys. Well, we missed a week or so, but now we're back, and one of the biggest rumors that's out there that may end up happening is the whole HBK coming out of retirement. Apparently, that's not a work, and it is a possible shoot. Yeah, they've been teasing it really hard for the past couple weeks.
I don't know. I don't want it.
I don't want it either. I mean, he's honored the retirement stipulation for almost 8 years.
He has no hair anymore.
He
He is not HBK anymore.
Oh, it's true.
Once he cut the hair, that was gone.
That was it. Now
was
he's
it.
just the heartbreak old guy.
Oh,
the heartbreak.
What's
Balding guy.
What's the match that
Wonky eye.
was rumored they have to have?
Well, he is going to make an appearance in
Well done.
Australia, and he's going to be in Triple H's corner against the Undertaker with Kane in his corner. And then they got Saudi Arabia at the end of the month, at the end of October. And possible rumored match might be DX versus the Brothers of Destruction.
No, I don't want that.
Nah.
Don't come back like that. He needs to come back in a meaningful singles match. If he comes back, he can't waste it on Kane and old ass Undertaker.
Well, when it comes to Saudi Arabia, Vince McMahon has no power.
Yeah.
They get to book the show.
Good point. That's a good look.
And money does talk.
Yeah, and bullshit walks.
That's true.
So see you later, Roman Reigns.
Damn, the Saudis will pay Shawn Michaels probably over $1 million for one
Dude,
appearance, probably.
Just for
Yeah.
one appearance.
That's
I mean,
chump change for oil people.
A lot of these guys that are going to the Saudi Arabia show, they're getting paid really well. So
Brock.
I'm not
Brock in particular.
I'm not in for it. I mean, I mean, they have all these old school guys come back, and I mean, it's one of those, oh wow, cool, like our, childhood guy is there now. But I don't think I'm not invested in those anymore. Like, they should be investing in the younger talent.
Yeah, and I'm fine not seeing Shawn Michaels wrestle. I'm fine with him being the only one that was able to stay away, and now he's going to go back on that. God's probably going to punish him.
Oh yeah.
To
he's
punish
gonna
the other eye.
So I don't know how I feel about it. I definitely feel like I saw Shawn Michaels' last good match. I know he's in great shape still. I know he's still Shawn Michaels, but at the same time, Ric Flair looked awful in his last years. Hulk Hogan looked off. Like, they never come back good. And I'd like to remember Shawn Michaels as HBK.
On a high note.
Not with – he has like a weird shaped head too.
I mean, he even comes in the ring, like when he was hopping in the ring to give his promo. I mean, he still looked pretty damn stiff.
Well, yeah, at what was it, WrestleMania 32 when he came out? He looked awesome. He was the only one that came out with his shirt off.
Oh yeah, he was like in peak physical condition. Shawn Michaels right there.
And he was 3 years younger as well.
The thing is, though, like, if he's gonna come back, it's gonna be really hard for him to look good against Mayor Kane, and against the Undertaker. He has to be in the ring with a worker, like a AJ Styles or like even Dolph.
If you're going to come back, do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't waste it. Make it a
Ideally,
moment.
yes.
But maybe this is an introductory match, and now maybe we get Shawn Michaels for another 10 years.
Oh, I hope not.
Third
That
return.
I don't hope.
I mean, the last time he unretired, I mean, he was just as good, if not he was better than he was the first time around.
Right, and we were all skeptical that if he was going to be able to reach that level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he, over exceeded our expectations. So,
It would be like Jesus. He's the son when he started, the Father when he came back, and the Holy Spirit when he dies in the ring eventually.
There you go.
That's
but yes, please, Sean, if you're gonna come back, just come back for AJ or Jericho or something with a real wrestler.
Yeah, and unblock me from Twitter.
it. Ooh,
Oh,
We'll
that's
get into
right.
that.
That's
Number
right.
one. Number
We'll get
one.
into that.
Number one.
hot takes.
But yeah, no thanks.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens when Australia when the Australian show happens, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, that'll probably kickstart whatever he's going to be doing in the future.
All right. So, Renee Young is officially now full-time. She's full-time as part of the commentary team.
Wow, these notes are really old.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They
what
are.
happens
So that's.
when-
I mean, that's kind of a big deal as well. She's the first full-time female announcer.
Yeah, I guess that's a big deal, I guess.
It is.
She's really good. I saw some people online really talking shit about her, but I feel like they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't know. She hasn't been messing up too much. Not where I'm like, oh, she's so bad. So yeah, good for her.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's getting a lot of positive feedback along with the shitty feedback, but at least there's positives. So at least she's
She
getting the
is
feedback.
She is definitely much better than Coachman.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
100.
I feel like Coachman was just a dummy. Saxon is a dummy, and I feel like finally Raw doesn't have a dummy as a third person. They
That's
got
a good
Cole to
change.
do that.
And
That's
to
true.
be fair, if you guys watched the kickoff show, I thought Jonathan Coachman was pretty good as the Renee role in that. So who knows? Maybe.
Like doing all the talking.
Yeah. I thought he did really.
Oh, is it like the host?
Yeah, he's the host of
Okay.
the kickoff show now
Okay.
for certain pay-per-views.
I think it makes sense because I mean
alright.
he was doing that for ESPN
Yeah,
for a long time.
It's a fitting role.
So it's a
think.
fitting role for him. And he got much worse when he came back the second time around. I mean, because I don't remember him being that bad.
You mean post ESPN?
pre-ESPN? I don't remember him being that
okay.
bad.
When he first came back, he had like 2 good episodes. I'm like, damn, Coachman, this
Yeah.
is gonna be solid.
And then something happened along the way.
You got the beaver in the back. You
Oh.
got Dunn back there.
He got-
giving
yeah.
him notes and shit.
Hey man, dumb it down for them.
That's true.
That's
That's true. Because he's an
true.
intelligent guy, clearly. If you can work at Sports Center or ESPN, so
He's got a good voice.
yeah, he's got a personality too.
What else, Dick?
Well, this week, Kofi Kingston is now the longest reigning tag champ in the company.
We mean he
Combined rings
Of all time.
Oh.
of all time, yeah.
Good for him.
Wow, good for him. Black excellence, black power. Good job.
Yeah. He's been around for a long time, yet, and that's kind of a big deal for him. I mean, good for him. He's been around for 10 plus years, almost 10 years, right?
He's over 10 years,
Something like
right?
that.
Over
yeah.
10
He's
years.
ruthless aggression era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
had the
Yeah.
Jamaican accent.
Yep. That was quite offensive.
He had
but
a title reign with Evan Bourne, Air Boom,
Evan Bourne,
CM Punk,
CM Punk.
obviously the New Day 5 times with the New Day. I don't know any other tag teams. he
I'm
was
sure
in.
there was another reign in between.
He's been IC champ, right?
Yes.
Yeah. US champ? No.
Yes.
He has he?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Damn.
He
He's
just
nice.
needs the world belt, and he
needs-
can
he
be a
needs
I think
the
he's
world belt.
he's
Grand Slam champ.
Is he what? Is he past 35? I don't think so, huh?
I don't know. He probably is.
Probably.
Probably.
Is.
Oh yeah, but damn, I hope they give him a run. I think he's put in his time, and he has everything a champion. You know, he has the makings of a champion, in my opinion. So, hopefully WWE gets that.
There's one thing wrong with him though.
Ah,
I mean, come on, bro.
of course.
When we have to say, well, no, there's been a black guy,
Yeah.
The Rock, like when that's the only argument we have, there's something wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So let's give Kofi a chance, please.
I think he definitely earns it. I mean, Big E went on Twitter and told everyone that he should. He's well earned it. He's been there for 10 plus years. Why not? Why hasn't he made his run?
Not only that, but created these moments, quote unquote, that Vince loves in every Royal Rumble he's ever been in,
Ever.
every ladder match he's in, every match. I mean, every match that matters, he's pulling out all the stops and going like balls to the wall, big balls to the wall,
Ooh.
Big
Greatest
big
balls.
balls.
monster dung to the wall.
I definitely think he could. The fans would be into it too. It'd be a monster push, like almost Daniel Bryan-esque, you know.
To
like,
finally see him.
yeah, to finally see. I'd mark out.
Hell yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
Just a matter of where you put him, though. Do you make him a SmackDown champ, or do you put him on?
Oh, come
Raw?
on, bro. He's going to be smacked.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
fine.
there's no way
If
he's going to
AJ can't rock,
if that's
yeah.
the case. And for him and his style, he's been pretty durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too many injuries.
Not too many injuries. Not too many serious injuries.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's not like the biggest guy, and he does some crazy shit.
So
Yeah.
overall, yeah, good for Kofi.
Let's go, Kofi.
So you got our supporters right here, and also Joey Janela,
What happened with him?
a guy that I actually became a fan of after watching All In. He tore his MCL and ACL.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I feel for you, brother.
yeah, that
Just
was
coming off a
ooh.
big all-in show, too.
He was having the biggest year of his life. All In, he was at Battle of LA. Things were going up for him, and all of a sudden he got injured, and it was pretty bad. I mean, I believe he was coming off the top rope, and he was doing like either a drop kick or either a splash or a drop kick onto the outside, and it was concrete, and he had landed wrong on his right
Ooh.
leg, and just it looked bad.
Yeah, I mean, it literally went like complete sideways.
Oh,
Like,
God.
it was-
Okay, yeah,
It was
there you go.
completely bad.
Well, you had to watch the slow mo. That's the one on the
I'm not.
Instagram,
I'm
right?
Yeah,
not
it-
going to watch that.
Oh, fuck. Dude,
It's
I was
brutal.
I
I
was
watched
pretty
it.
bad.
Dude, I was
'Cause you
holding
can't
my
see it.
knee.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, you couldn't even see it initially, right?
Yeah, I mean-
Until you watch slow mo. It's brutal.
I mean, it's brutal. I mean, the guy's just like everything was going right for him, and then this happens. But I mean, it's one of those things where like you see these wrestlers take off from the top ropes, and they do this kind of half-assed like, oh, I'm gonna kick him, but I'm also gonna land with one leg.
Yeah,
But
don't do that.
Don't do that. Just
No.
why does every wrestler have to just do a drop kick?
Have
man?
you not learned from Psycho Sid?
That is
Yeah.
the most brutal.
Like,
shit.
oh,
that was
God.
bad.
Well,
That was
But-
the worst break ever.
yeah, I still can't watch it. And then he like tries to grab it, and
You hear him
lifts-
yelling
you see
too.
it flop. Oh, God.
lifts in the air. And,
I'm gonna put that in the background.
I'm-
That shit is brutal.
but I mean,
It's still comical though, a little
I
bit.
mean, yeah, dude, that was
Because it's
so
Psycho Sid, right?
classic.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you have that where it was a clean break with the leg. This is your ligaments, dude. That's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he's not going to be the same.
Yeah. I mean,
Coming from guys that both have ACL, MCL injuries.
Both you
Yeah.
guys, huh?
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Damn, that's
So bad.
crazy.
So bad.
Or the We're the
Bionics.
arthritis brothers.
Yeah.
The Bionic brothers.
And this whole time, I'm just holding on to my ankle. Just it's so bad. Like just thinking about that, it's cringe-inducing.
yeah, well, we'll see you in 9 months to a year.
Yeah,
Speedy
Be out for a
recovery,
while.
please.
There was some other news I wanted to talk about. Rey Mysterio.
That's
yes,
big.
yes.
That's huge.
That's pretty gigantic
Yup.
for such a small man.
Yep.
2 years back with WWE.
That's. I mean, they're gonna give him a pretty good run with that. I think.
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they?
No, he's gonna be put everybody over guy. Like in the, he'll put like a
Or is he-
CN Almas.
Where do they put him?
Like
SmackDown.
I've been hearing 205.
Cruiserweight.
No.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say that, man.
Well, think about it. I mean, it would be good for get eyes on the program, but ooh,
For him, it's talk about demotion.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a demotion for him. He's a main eventer.
I mean, even at All In, he was doing some pretty cool stuff.
He got that Wolverine, right?
he can
Wolverine
still
on
go. Talk about MCL, ACL. That guy has no knees. I'm surprised. He probably has like three. He's probably gone through like 3 dead guys' knees in
Yeah.
his, in
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
career.
it. I'm happy for him though.
But yeah, no, I'm excited.
Yeah, I hope 2 years too.
Oof.
2 years. And then, dude, him and Andrade Cien Almas.
That's the
Think about
match.
that, dude.
That's
That's
the
the match.
Even
dude.
him or like Ricochet.
Yeah.
Imagine just like the dream match scenarios here.
He's also talking about having a stable, wanting to bring the LWO back.
Thank you. We need
I'm
stables.
I'm down, but I don't want it to be funny, and I'd rather him just have a stable of high flyers that like, look, we'll fuck up anyone on the ground or in the air.
Yup.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a gimmick, like, oh, get all the Mexicans together, pal.
and it shouldn't be like the old school. It shouldn't be like the LWO from the '90s.
No, because it was a joke.
It
Yeah.
was.
Slightly racist too.
Incredibly racist.
Very.
They came down with like rakes and shit. Like,
And not only that, like these guys are 20 years older as well. I mean, high flyers, they don't age very well.
no, they don't.
Unless you're Rey Mysterio, he can still go though. He does
He's
some
one of
crazy
the few
shit.
exceptions.
Yeah,
And AJ.
and AJ,
Yeah,
especially AJ. One guy that didn't age well, Matt Hardy.
Oh.
His hip is fusing with his back.
Oh.
That's insane.
Ouch.
Have we seen the last of Matt Hardy? He's been teasing retiring.
I think he should.
He
He
went
could just
out-
be a mouthpiece. Right?
They're talking about him doing 205, like being like
What?
the announcer and like.
Is
Okay, I
everybody?
can see him in an
Yeah,
announcer.
Is everybody just
Or-
going to
or-
205?
Or him in a backstage row. I mean, I think that's something he wants to do eventually.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's been doing backstage.
He's been doing that little by
he's
little,
been
right?
he's been an agent for a little while.
Wow.
yeah. So I could definitely see that happening where he just goes backstage full time.
What the fuck does an agent do?
They're the ones that like put the matches together, and they help like Liv Morgan put a decent match together, or Brie Bella for that matter,
Oh god.
which we'll get
We're
into.
gonna talk about that as well.
But yeah, no, that I mean, if we've seen him, I'm fine with it. If we've seen his last match, I'm fine with it.
He's had a great career.
Dude, great run, man.
So,
Even a
like-
great run back at WWE, so it's
Yeah.
been solid.
Biggest pop in Mania.
Dude, that Mania pop, though,
I was tripping out. I was like, what the fuck?
I was watching with my buddies, and we all just like jumped up and were so excited when we heard the Hardy music, because I was like, "Oh, New Day is gonna be in this match," and then, yeah, it was.
They
It was cool.
stole. That was probably the highlight for many fans. The highlight of that WrestleMania last year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Big time.
That was yeah.
2 years.
Is that 2 years ago?
That was
Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Been
In,
that long.
Yeah, 30,
Miami,
33, right?
33.
Oh wow. Dang.
Or
that's- yeah.
WrestleMania Sunshine.
WrestleMania Sunshine. That's right. They,
With the roller coaster and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
WrestleMania roller coaster. There we go.
Yeah. The ultimate thrill. ride.
Jesus, dude.
The
Man.
I love that you remember the tagline.
That's what it was called, right?
The ultimate thrill ride.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Oh man.
I was like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's right.
It
was.
works, guys. There you go.
What else you got, Dick?
All right. And then there's been rumors going on between Impact and WWE as far as
Ooh.
their library use. My understanding is that right now they are working an agreement for WWE to use Impact's video library for their documentaries, and they've been using it quite a bit, especially for the Hardy Boy documentaries.
Even giving plugs for the TNA
Giving
network.
plugs,
and
and not as TNA though, but as Impact Wrestling.
Impact, yeah.
which is what their official name is.
Yeah,
And then that speculated rumors that they're gonna sell their video library to WWE. Nothing's official, and Impact would be. I mean, they're if they're gonna sell it, they're gonna sell it for quite a pretty penny because that is the most valuable asset they have.
That's all they got.
That's really all they got is that video library.
Yeah, so they're gonna pawn it, pretty much. They're low on cash.
Yeah.
And they need to make some quick money. So let's just pawn this. We'll come back for it. But
They ain't coming back for it. No, there's no way they're gonna re-afford that.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but the looks of it is that that's what they're with right now. They're working on an agreement. Will they eventually sell the library to WWE? Who knows? It's too early to tell. Impact's been around for a long time.
It's still on right now, right?
Yeah, they're still.
yeah, and I hear it's really good.
What?
They
Maybe we
got
should have an Impact.
they got a lot of guys from Lucha Underground in Impact and
Johnny Mundo there.
Johnny Mundo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's the champ right now.
Wow. Johnny Mundo.
He's
should
Johnny
be bigger.
Impact. He's Johnny Impact.
Oh, that's a good name. Johnny,
Yeah.
you could put it with anything. God damn him.
Pentagon. He's in there.
Oh,
Phoenix
wow.
is there. Yeah, there's
Cage.
Yeah, Cage is there.
What the fuck?
I think he's like the X Division champ right now, or he's fighting for the belt.
It's on Spike, right?
No, Spike doesn't exist. It's the Paramount Network now, but
What
it's
the
on
Yeah.
it's on Pop TV, which I
YouTube.
think if you have DirecTV, you have the channel. But good luck finding it.
Time to YouTube.
Yeah. I didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
What else we got to talk about? Are we done with the news? I felt like there was more.
Yeah, I think there's something we're missing. Let me see.
I have some stories to tell.
Oh, and so does Bobby.
And Bobby has
apparently.
a story
Yeah,
to
we
tell.
need
I
to
think we
hear.
can use that for the news.
Let's
Go for it.
Go for it.
or we could talk about John Jones.
I'm down to talk about John
Let's
Jones.
do that.
I think
Let's
the
do
John
that.
Jones
Shit.
thing is related to wrestling.
Yeah,
so
it's
yes.
pretty WWE.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck John Jones.
Why? Like, I'm totally. If I was him, I'd find any way to get back in the ring because I'm thinking.
Well, he did actually.
And he did.
Yeah,
apparently.
he did.
But he's the best fighter in the world.
Nope.
Who's better than John Jones?
DC.
I don't know.
And he holds the 205 and the heavyweight champ.
Yeah, but he beat
So-
it.
and he was the only one who did it while John Jones was sitting there fighting a lot of these old UFC fighters and didn't venture off into the heavyweight, kept putting himself down at 205 and then lost the belt because he was doing drugs and got caught hitting a pregnant woman. So I mean, it's just he's a piece of shit. He should have went to heavyweight when he was at the pinnacle of his peak, and then he would have been the best in the world. But
to be the
he's
man,
not
you,
anymore.
to be the man, you have to beat the man, right? So technically, if DC's the man and John Jones beat his ass twice,
On cocaine and steroids.
which is
Yes.
even a bigger. Well, the cocaine, that's a huge testament to John Jones because cocaine dries you out, and I don't even know how.
I mean, yeah, but the steroids are probably there too.
Possibly he tested
For one of the fights,
Which
for
one
sure.
did he pop? Which one did he pop hot for?
Well,
The
one
second
of them,
right?
no, it's for both.
Was no
Well,
it
for
was
the-
first
for
one.
one of
For
them,
one
he
of his failures, he popped cocaine. He popped
That's
for
the first
cocaine
one.
in the week of the fight.
and
Yeah,
dick
that's the first
pills.
one. Oh, and dick pills. Yeah.
Well, he
dick
blamed
pills.
it on dick pills.
Yeah,
Blame it
blamed
on that.
Because he has such. This is what I fucking hate about John Jones. He goes on Joe Rogan and he's like, "Ugh, my dick is so big. I need pills to make it hard. Like I can't get a boner without these pills.
Okay, that's
because my
hilarious.
dick is so big."
Sounds about right.
Don't put that in the
Yeah, no.
in the clip.
The-
That was his like way to be like, "Oh, I need dick pills because I have such a giant dick."
Poor me, poor me.
Oh.
Woe is me.
And like, but like DC's like, dude, you're a fighter. I've been tested for 10 years and I've never once worried about it. So you're a fighter. You're supposed to know what's going in and out of your body, and for you to take like gas station dick pills, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, so what ended up happening was this was his second offense. He was scheduled to get 4 years suspension, and for some reason, I have no idea how, but for some reason, there's a snitch clause in the in the writing or in the
the
something, you know, in
Constitution of the UFC.
Yeah, and somewhere in the USADA, that if you snitch on somebody or you tell them where these people are getting these drugs from or getting these steroids, you can get a substantial, like depending on what it is, you can get a lot of time off.
Like 3 years.
Like 3 years, which he got.
Wow.
So, and then it got dropped down to 18 months, and then they knocked him off for another 3 months because he didn't know he was taking anything. He passed the first test, but then the second test that he knew about, he didn't pass.
Well, dude, no one knows that they're gonna fail, obviously, because they're all clean, right?
Yeah, they're all
They're
clean.
all clean. So, I mean, looking at it from John Jones, like, yeah, that's better be your fucking thing that you say.
Yep,
Yeah.
you go
that
with
you
that.
didn't know. To deny it till you die.
Exactly.
I mean, and then it sounds like too suspicious where they have MSG coming up right around the corner and he's free just in time to be
Oh,
in
what a coinky dink.
And they didn't
right?
call out the people he's totally snitched on, which is another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they haven't named
Yeah.
like.
Supposedly they're not going to name it. That's
Well,
why I'm
probably
thinking
not.
this whole conspiracy thing kind of lines up perfect.
Tell me more, Alex Jones.
It's just
Fuck
put on
Alex Jones, by the
my,
way.
put on my tinfoil hat.
yeah.
the lizard people are running the UFC.
It's turning the frogs gay. But it just sounds too suspicious where he's just in time to make a comeback at MSG and be announced when McGregor and Nurmagomedov whatever and fights.
Khabib.
Khabib.
Yeah. Or you could say Khabib.
Yeah. Khabib. When that fight ends, here comes John Jones to make it in the ring to fight somebody. Bullshit. hate
Let's go, JJ.
Yeah, no. I don't know why you like this guy.
I don't know why either.
I've never liked him. Even when he was on top, I was like, this guy sucks. This guy's
I just enjoy watching him fight, honestly.
He-
He's insane.
he definitely screwed Gustafson in that fight. Gustafson beat him, and the judges, went the other way. But whatever.
That'd be an interesting match, comeback match, too. I like that.
I would want to see Gustafson beat that ass.
I don't want to see Brock
I
John
hope so.
Jones, though. The star power in that match.
Well,
Two
they-
assholes.
They tried, and then he ruined it.
Yeah.
It still could happen. Madison Square
It still
Garden.
can. I mean,
See you in a couple months.
Brock doesn't. I mean, the rumor being is that well, it's not really much of a rumor, but the speculation is that it's going to be Brock versus DC. But Dana White's thinking about John Jones in the back of his mind, thinking that's a bigger matchup.
By a lot. That shit's going to sell amazing. That'll be the biggest UFC pay-per-view
Buku.
ever.
Brock comes in, beats DC. I'm booking this like Vince would. Beats DC, and then wants to take on Jones with the belt.
Oof.
That
Boom.
sounds
I mean,
hot.
that's assuming he can beat DC.
UFC
I mean, you
Mania
can't.
right there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
UFC
No,
Mania.
Brock's not beating no fucking Cormier.
Brock is
That's like
beating
a
Cormier.
BS decision.
Yeah.
But wish-
I don't
'Cause
think
then-
he can't even beat. I don't think he can beat John Jones either.
No way.
But then trying to sell the fight after he gets his ass whipped by Cormier with Jones, like,
And
how
then-
is that going to work?
And then they
can't-
go heavyweight. This will be for the heavyweight belt.
Wait, aren't they fighting
Not
for
the
the
205. Heavyweight.
No, Brock's not fighting no 205, is he?
No,
Brock's
hell
not
no.
That's
205.
what I'm saying. Like, because everyone would assume that it would be DC Jones for the 205. But if Brock loses against DC, you have a heavyweight match right
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Oh, with
yeah.
JJ. Okay.
Gotcha,
JJ.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Booyah. Done. Book it. Dana, come on. Hit us up.
Fuck Dana White, though. He's kind of an
Piece
asshole.
of shit.
Yeah. Scumbag.
I'm going to talk about something, guys. So,
Hold on. Before we do that, let's just stop real quick, just so we don't get cut off at a good spot.
the Bret Hart of the UFC.
Shut the
Really?
dirty.
I want to see him get knocked out so bad.
Uh,
All right, so I got something to talk about.
what is it?
Recently, Goldust was on Twitter, and he was lashing out at the fans because they finally put the belt on Becky, and he's like, see, now all you smarks can just shut up about it. So people were, like, asking him stuff, and he would, like, insult them and then block them on Twitter. So I got word of this. My friend Matt Zion from Reckless Eating told me what was going on, and I looked at the timeline like, yeah, this sucks. So then, hold on, let me bring out my phone.
I'm pulling up Goldust's Twitter too. Let's see what this nice man. When was this? Like a week ago, maybe?
I have the tweet here. Let me find it for myself real quick. This was on September 18th. So, he was basically telling us that, like, your guys' job as fans is to go to the shows, be entertained, and shut up.
Wrong.
Wrong,
Wrong.
right?
Chill out.
So then someone replied to him, okay, so if you're a Cowboys fan, therefore, are you never allowed to complain about anything they ever do and shut up as you aren't a coach better than Jason Garrett? But hey, it's just a ball game. Don't take it too seriously. That guy was paraphrasing what Goldust said. So then Goldust replies to this guy, Noah Sexy Noah the Sexy God,
Shout out.
and this is why you are just a swollen colon.
Fucking asshole.
Like,
That's
take criticism. Like, maybe you don't have to respond. I get he probably gets, people talking to him all the time, but at the same time, like, you're bigger than that. You don't have to talk to people like that. So then I say, wow, what happened to hashtag be a star? People are allowed to have an opinion without being talked down to and insulted. And in turn, Goldust blocked me on Twitter.
how many does that make it now?
That's
Be a
two,
star.
two big
I'm at
stars.
2 wrestlers.
2 wrestlers now.
Two big ones, though, mind you.
Yeah, 2 of my favorites.
Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers.
Well, Goldust is not a Hall of
Well,
Famer.
he's
He
gonna-
deserves it,
Yeah.
but he also deserves to rot in hell because he deleted me. He blocked me on Twitter.
That
I'm not
is-
mad about it. I'm not like, oh my God, I needed to follow Goldust so bad on Twitter. But like, for you to just, be talking shit to people, and then when they call you out on it, you just block them.
I mean, the guy made a perfectly sounding argument. I mean, if you're a fan, why can't you criticize?
Yeah, especially when they're not doing good shit. I'm not doing it because that's what I want to see. I want to see a good story, and the good story was not to turn Becky Lynch heel.
No.
And you know what's funny about that is that in spite of what he said is very contradictory, that your guys' job as fans is to applaud and that's it, and not criticize. Yet at the same time, you see the company saying that, well, we listen to the fans. We listen to the fans' feedback. We and they go out and they do surveys. They ask the fans, what do you guys want? What do you guys prefer? They get their input, and yet at the same time, you see these guys telling the fans, well, no, you don't have any input. It's very contradictory of the company. So this is all the company's fault in a way, if you think about it.
I mean, they want to say that we have the power to influence, right? I mean, the whole Daniel Bryan thing.
Right.
And then when we want to be like, you know what, that wasn't good. You should do this, or hey, try this.
This would be better,
To just talk shit to everybody and just be like, sit down and shut up. Just be entertained. Like, I get, but if I go to a movie and I went there just to be entertained and I walk out, be like, damn, that movie sucked.
Spending your own hard-earned money.
My own hard-earned money.
Exactly.
I'm gonna talk shit about it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we do every week on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Talk shit.
But I mean, in a way, I guess it is kind of our fault. Not really our fault.
Oh, now you're victim blaming.
No.
All right,
here
Kavanaugh,
we
what
are.
else you got?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we still watch as fans.
Oh, of course,
Even
we're
when it's-
addicted, bro.
Even when it's shit watching, like dude, Raw has been such trash, but we still fucking watch it.
The worst ratings ever last week.
Yeah, I
by
mean,
the way.
But we just still watch it. But I mean, we can criticize it though. But it's at the point where do we say that we shouldn't be watching this because it's garbage?
I watch it because it's my job too now.
Yeah.
It's our job.
And it's
to
fucking
give it
wrestling.
to these fans, and it's wrestling. It's something that we love.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like I kind of see his. I don't see his reasoning because the way he said it was completely horseshit, asshole-ish. But
Yeah.
it's like if it's better the way to say it is if you don't like it, don't watch it then. Like,
That's true. But I have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we as fans, we want to watch it.
And we're
because
invested.
We are invested.
We
Yeah,
spend
you can't
money,
tell me
time.
like don't do that then. But this is what I grew up with. This is like my thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell
right.
me don't watch it if you don't like it. Well, I want to like it. You know what I mean?
Giving you a chance.
And
Like,
it's, but it goes to the other thing. There's just so much wrestling where we have ROH, we have Impact, we have New Japan, we have all this indie wrestling that we can watch nowadays. And WWE is the biggest one, and we invest a lot of time in it. And you want it to be good, but it is shit, so we have to talk about it.
Exactly.
exactly.
You don't hear us talking about New Japan. It's not because we don't watch it. It's mostly because we don't watch it.
It's mostly because.
But it's also because, they're running a good program. We can just talk about, oh, my God, did you see this match? Like, oh, my God, can you believe what happened with Switchblade? Like, we can talk about that. When have we ever been like, oh, New Japan, so boring to watch? Like, never.
Never.
Well, with Raw, it is easily accessible to watch. There's many platforms to watch Raw. So, and it is the highest rated show. I mean, it is the largest wrestling show in the world. WWE is the largest company in the world.
Yeah.
There's no one else that's going to compete with them. So the wrestling world pretty much, I mean, I hate to say revolves around WWE, but it pretty much does.
We need Ted Turner to come up and buy New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh man.
Come on,
Make a
Tony
new
Ted.
Monday Night War, and let's get wrestling. Let's make wrestling great again.
There you go.
You
This
know
is what happens when you have no competition.
It is. It definitely is, especially when you have something that's on 7 hours a week. We have what?
Oh, let's break it down.
Yeah, I mean, there's 7 hours a week we watch WWE alone.
You have 3 hours of Raw,
Yeah.
2 hours of SmackDown, an hour of 205,
Mhm.
an hour of NXT.
And then you have pay-per-views on top of that every month. And this is the longest run that they're going to have.
Well, in
And-
October, we're going to have
and
two pay-per-views.
And this is not including the Mae Young Classic. This is not
I
including
haven't even started.
the
watching
mixed match challenge.
Nope. Yeah, it's so much.
There's a lot of this is just WWE programming in general.
Total Bellas.
I mean, if you're into that, yeah. But
Miz and
but,
Maurice.
but the point though is that there is a lot of programming. There's a lot of wrestling programming. Is it getting to the point where it's just getting, it's getting saturated? Is it to that point? I mean, there has to be a breaking point.
There has to be, right?
Like I think every fan has a breaking point where it's like, okay, dude, this is too much for me. I can't do it anymore.
It's the kids, bro. I blame the millennials.
Fucking millennials.
Fucking millennials. But I mean, you would think about it, because if there was another product that was on par, like say there was New Japan and it was showing every week, like for 3 hours a week.
On
And we got-
TNT at 8
we-
o'clock.
We got to watch that on top of WWE. And it's just like, when do you stop? Like,
You pick
Oh,
and
I
choose
w-
sides at that point.
I remember in the 90s, I would be flipping channels like, oh, what's happening on Nitro, what's happening on Raw. I would be going back and forth
Exactly.
all night. But if you put on a New Japan show at the same time as WWE, guaranteed I'm going to see Brie Bella out there and change the fucking channel.
Oh,
Good
fucking
point.
for
That's
know
a
what I
good
mean?
Fucking point.
God damn it.
fuck.
Before we go into more wrestling,
Unblock me, coward.
no, go fuck yourself. Hey, let's talk about what happened with you, dude.
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
This is pretty big news.
Bobby did
everybody.
something I didn't think was even possible in the world.
Whoa,
So
Kavanaugh.
I think it was one night we were at my house. We're all hanging out drinking, and everyone was like, "Oh, give me your phone. I'll give you my phone, and we'll fuck around on people's Instagram. I mean, Tinder."
Tinder.
So we did it. And
Classy.
This is all, and we started drinking and started fucking around and like swiping. I'm gonna swipe on this girl, and she liked me, and then I'm gonna just, hey, what's up, like
Oh,
stupid
no.
woman or whatever, just talk shit.
Eric
Oh,
Andre
man.
style.
I
Yes,
honestly
exactly
didn't think
like it.
anything of this. I didn't think that like, oh, I mean, I'm gonna something bad's gonna happen. No, because I've done it. I've said something to a woman and just, okay, well, whatever, fuck you, I don't like you.
bitch.
Yeah. So time went on, and then I go back on Tinder, and it says log back in. What the fuck? I'm like, whatever. I'll try and log back in Facebook. Nope, won't let me. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I keep getting this fucking error message. I don't even know what the hell it is. So I let weeks go by, and I'm like, I just keep trying and trying and trying. Maybe there's something wrong with the app. I'll uninstall it, reinstall
Okay,
it. I've
yeah,
done
yeah.
this many times.
Damn,
Clear the-
boy.
clear the cache, clear everything. Does
Bobby's
fucking-
horny at this point.
I'm
He's
like,
like
very
trying
well.
everything.
Yeah.
trying everything to get
Restarting
back-
his phone.
Bought a new phone.
I'm gonna erase my phone.
Bought a new phone. Bought a new
I'm
phone.
gonna erase everything on this fucking phone. But I did all that, and I was like, you know what? Fine. All right, let me talk customer support. So I messaged them. Hey, I've been getting. I can't log back in.
You know,
whatever.
I'm really horny.
Wait,
and-
you know how-
You
I
know, there's
wanna-
other dating
I
apps,
want to
right?
talk to some chicks.
You know how horny you have to be to talk to Tinder customers? That's pretty damn horny.
Fucking bad, right?
That's fucking
Oh, that's the name of the
Let's see.
episode.
There you go.
There's other dating apps. I think I'm gonna talk to customer support, dude.
I really like this app.
I
me
really
talk-
like this app for some
Let me
reason.
talk to the Tinder Geek Squad.
There it is. That shit's insane. But go ahead.
So I did all that, and then I found I was like, okay, well, she's like, oh, you're banned, and I was like, what? How the fuck did I get banned?
No, I'm not in a band.
I was like,
No.
how did that happen? So then I go and Google everything. I'm Googling the code and everything. Turns out there's a fucking shitload of guys that get banned on Tinder.
Really?
And
Really?
and there's pissed off. Like, I go on Reddit and everyone's, fuck Tinder, they're fucking assholes. Guys get banned left and right, but women get to talk shit and nothing happens to them. And I'm like, fuck, man, that's fucked up. So I went back and like now I'm back on Tinder, but I used my phone number.
Oh, you shady.
This dude's shady.
This guy's shady, ladies.
This
Be
fool
careful
looked up
out
the
there.
code to figure out why he got banned.
Hey man,
What-
but it was a pretty crazy cycle because I was like, I wonder what's going on, man. I don't know why. I'm
I
getting-
shouldn't be surprised by this. The fact that you still like, there's other choices and yet you still.
Dude, there's a lot of shitty.
Yeah, we watch WWE, bro. We like what we like.
You like Tinder.
We're loyal.
You're that dedicated to Tinder.
I fucking like Tinder, and I'm just gonna use Tinder.
Did you
Got
not
a
use
friendly
any other app?
interface.
It's easy.
Did you not use any other app though? Out of curiosity.
I have Bumble.
Oh, that's where the girls pick you.
Yeah.
Good luck, dude.
None of them pick me.
No, they never do. They all want like the tall, rich, and handsome.
That's true.
Don't take a picture with your shirt off, but they know that's exactly what they're fucking
Exactly.
looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
6'2", no shirt, and a dog.
Yep.
That's an easy swipe right.
Oh, dude. Bobby, writing into Tinder customer support, they were probably like, oh, this guy probably leaves comments on porn.
Yeah, this guy's so horny right now.
No, I don't.
No, not imagine. They are thinking.
No,
Yeah,
that.
they are
Yeah.
thinking that.
probably
They are.
This loser.
This
fucking
is so
loser.
fucking.
Bro, you
hilarious.
got banned.
How does she say it?
No, she's just like, oh, you're banned. That code is a banned code. You're banned from Tinder. I was like, and there's.
Oh, you wrote down the error code?
She asked.
Like,
she was
that's how
like,
you
"What's the
look
code? What code are you
Oh
getting when you
my
log in?"
God.
Is it 404?
This gets better and better, dude.
No, I wrote it down here. It's you are banned. What does that
Wow.
Fucking Bobby.
Pretty cool story, right?
No, that's
mean?
amazing.
That's pretty
Yeah,
dope
yeah.
story, dude.
I mean, those are the shit things that happen in my life.
Good job, man. I'm glad.
Totally
that-
curb your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That means you're banned.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That was like playing in my back of my head. I'm, all
Wait,
right.
who got you banned? Which one of your friends was the one?
It had to have been Tony.
Of course,
Of
it was Tony.
course.
It was either Tony or Dick. I think one of them were like.
That's probably
fucking
Tony.
Dick has a smirk on
Yeah,
his
what were
face.
you
right?
saying?
It was probably Tony.
What did you say, Dick?
No, I think it was Tony.
I'm pretty sure it was Tony. He probably said some stupid shit, and then like the girl was like, "Well, fuck you," like
Report.
report.
Fuck her too.
Report.
We're
Yeah,
having-
man.
Have some fun, dog.
Yeah, you're on Tinder, big girl.
Who
You're
the,
a
who the fuck reports someone on Tinder? Like,
Apparently
is it
the girl that was
Someone
talking-
that gets triggered.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just unmatch. That's it.
That's it.
Oh, so you guys matched?
Oh
You
yeah.
betrayed her trust. She's got daddy issues.
Oh,
You
man.
match and then you talk shit to her.
I know. She liked the great.
That's how
like
he
a
got
nice
banned.
lady.
She liked the
know.
salt and pepper hair.
Shout out to whoever you are.
You're like, let me salt and pepper that snatch.
She's like, oh, I love your salt and pepper.
Fuck you, bitch.
I'm sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
That is so messed up.
I gotta ask Tony. We gotta have Tony on just for that and to figure out like what exactly he said.
Yeah.
You don't
what
have
are
the
A
history?
while ago, no, because it erases everything because
Oh,
you
that's
logged in
so
through Facebook.
fuck.
So I was like, well, what other way can we do it? And then I read it was like, just use your phone number. Oh, you can do that? So I did that.
When I got you super likes back, so that's a
Yeah.
plus.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Well, good for you, Bobby. I hope you get lucky.
In Tinderland.
Now I'm not gonna talk shit. Now when Tony says, let me fuck around with your Tinder. Nope.
No,
Do Bumble
gonna
though.
get me
Bumble's a little
bad.
better.
I don't have another phone number.
This is all I have, man.
Bumble seems to have a little more quality girls, I think. But you're not looking for the quality. You're looking for the Tinder girl, huh?
No, if you're, I mean, we all know Plenty of Fish is like the way to go if you're looking for
Yeah.
a quick, no strings attached. Tinder is for dating.
Yeah, yeah.
Bumble is like for relationships. I feel like,
Good point. Good point.
but I don't know. I'm off the market. I haven't touched those apps.
Yep. Never had them ever.
You're just an outsider looking
wink,
in.
Wink,
I
wink,
just
wink.
see what I see.
I see Bobby writing into customer support.
I see Bobby leaving comments on porn videos. Oh my God, she's so hot.
That shit's hilarious.
I wish the dude's dick was bigger.
What's her name?
What's her name?
What's her name?
That's the only comment that's acceptable.
Yeah.
That is the only comment acceptable to leave on porn.
Even though the name's up there in the title.
sometimes,
Sometimes
it's
it
not.
is, though.
I like when it's in a different language asking what the name is. Like, ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
The next one, Madison Ivy. Thanks. That's so great. Oh God.
So yeah.
I wonder how big her boobs are. I've never written anything like that, but I can imagine like that's what goes in people's heads.
Oh, shout out to all the guys who write porn comments. Comments on porn.
You're the real MVPs.
They have
For
logins and actually write
Yeah.
comments.
They have logins. That's
Oh my
brilliant.
With like profile pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Like they use that for social media.
Yo.
That's their fuck book.
Oh my God.
Fuck book, man.
Life is amazing. Life is a beautiful thing.
Oh wow, this went on a great tangent. I'm loving this.
So back to Raw, I guess.
Do you guys like this? Because I like this.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about this than Raw.
Well, Raw. Well, let's pick.
Because Bobby wants a raw dog. Someone, dude.
Yeah, I know on Tinder.
Tinder.
He's going raw
Hit
dog
me up.
hunting.
You had the
If you're in the
cycle of
area,
having to go back
swipe
on.
right.
That's so funny.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
How do you transition?
I don't know. I'm trying to put in raw dog into this somehow. But let's get back to being bummed out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We had Raw kickoff with the birthday girl, Stephanie McMahon.
She fine.
And yeah, she's like a fine wine.
I love her. She's cool.
Jeez.
Do you like her when she was in the ministry?
Nah.
When she was on the cross? Or do you like this?
I like this rendition. Bitch Stephanie.
Yes, because she's got power.
She's got way power. She's aged a little. She has trips with her. Dang.
Yeah, she works out.
She works out with trips and
She
midnight
does.
apparently.
She's got big arms.
Yeah, they're
I'm-
really big.
They're
She's-
gonna. She'll punch someone hard.
She's a hot mom.
It's a hot mom. So Corbin meets her up, and who cares? I do like the fact that she like talks shit to Corbin, like, you're abusing your power. We're gonna have to bring Kurt Angle back because you booked yourself in a match last week. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You would be mad about someone like just booking themselves into a match like that.
Right?
So the Shield come out to really kick off Raw. The fans, every time Roman talks,
that was funny.
the fans boo him.
That shit was funny.
He started laughing.
Yeah.
Once he started trying to talk, people. What are they gonna do with the Shield?
I'm confused. Although the little sneak peek of Dean turning heel.
Yeah.
I
kinda-
like
I'm,
Dark Dean.
Yeah, I'm into that. And I
Yeah.
hate Dean Ambrose. We all hate Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, he's whatever.
But that's the best part of that whole segment, I thought.
So after that, we had a blah 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 blah.
Damn.
Oh, they're playing psychological warfare on Dean Ambrose. That's what I want to talk about. They're trying to tell him, what you were out hurt, and did they call you once? Seth Rollins, found a partner the next week. Do they really even care about you, Dean? And you see Dean's it's making him think a little bit. And I like this. I like that, he's a lunatic, but he's got feelings,
Where are they gonna go with it?
He's being emo.
Who cares, really? I'm over the Shield.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Get these hands was being chanted. Fans aren't ready to turn him full heel, but that's where he's at.
Yeah,
Him and the
full
Dogs
heel.
of Hell. Or Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
Who's
Hounds?
I think dogs.
Release the Hounds?
Dogs of War.
Dogs of War. The big Dogs of War.
The
There
big
you go.
dogs.
What else? Who cares about gender? Oh, I guess Finn Balor was in the match.
Wow.
But they're really pushing this mixed tag challenge.
Yeah.
Pretty big. So you have Airbnb, which is Balor and Bailey, and Jinder, which is Mahalisha Fox. I don't know. It's really stupid. And it doesn't even. I don't think the mixed match challenge you even win anything
No.
for
You just
winning
win.
the whole tournament.
Yeah, last year the winners
Who
didn't
won?
win anything. It was Braun and Alexa, right?
I think they won. Yeah, Braun and Alexa.
It wasn't Asuka and Miz.
Were they? Oh no, I think they did win. I think Asuka.
I think
That's how.
Asuka and
That's how
Miz.
much we care.
She was
Yeah.
still undefeated, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
And then
right.
they
It was
booked-
Asuka.
And
Let's
they booked her
see.
to hell.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Now look at her. We'll get to that in a little bit. The big part, big thing with this is Jinder Mahal beat the shit out of Sunil after the match because he lost again.
Poor Sunil.
He always loses. But he calmed himself down with the Shanti and then said he was sorry. But maybe they're gonna be breaking them up and then so long Sunil or 205 Sunil.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, he's been getting pretty buffed up, dude.
What happened to that other guy?
He's still on the shelf, no? He
I
fucked
don't
up
even
his
know.
knee, remember?
He fucked up his knee good.
So
Joey Janela style.
maybe
Yeah.
that's they're saving him for a comeback.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe they can come in and do some shit on 205.
Hopefully. Well, I don't really care.
And probably
It
What
was a Miz and Asuka.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mosca.
Whoop-de-doo, Mosca.
And probably the highlight of the week was watching
Or low light.
or low light. More of a low light, you're right. But the most memorable
Mm.
moment of the week was between a match with the Riot Squad versus Natalia and the Bellas and Brie Bella It's not ring rust. She's just not good.
Not at all. I have no idea why they called these two back.
Legitimately, well, I know why, because they plug all their ventures on during the show, so people, the millions and millions of people can hear the name Birdie B. She knocked out Liv Morgan pretty bad.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. Like, I could not fucking believe it, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you do that? Like,
It could have been Liv's fault too, though. She
Liv
went.
kind of bent
Yeah.
over a little bit.
I didn't know why she did that.
but I mean, it's like she wasn't even looking at where she was kicking her. She
No,
was
she-
just throwing kicks,
Because she's dumb.
hoping that they would hit her in the chest. And then, Liv probably thinks, okay, well, here's the end of it. No, here's one more and kicks her square in the jaw.
Yeah, and then kicked her another time when she
Yep.
didn't realize that she knocked out
She
this
was
girl already.
Like,
Yeah.
goosey. I was like, fuck, she's done.
Like, my thing about it is accidents happen. I'll give Bree the benefit of the doubt. That was a mistake on her part. That was a very bad botch. Liv didn't really help either because her head was down. She did duck. That was an accident. What was not good was that whoever booked the match should have stopped the match right then and there.
It should have been stopped.
It should have been stopped.
Like, easy pin.
Get her out of there.
She got a concussion.
She got a concussion. Get her out of there. Stop the match. You don't need to go on. Instead, she somehow ends up getting back in the ring for a triple suplex spot.
Wow.
That had to be done, apparently.
That had to have been done. That wasn't necessary. There's no point in having someone come back in there and continue the match. I mean, I'm sure like a lot of wrestlers. I mean, I'm not a wrestler, obviously, but there's a mentality where not just wrestlers but also athletes as well, where like they don't want to quit, they want to keep going, they want to play while they're injured. They got to prove a point.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're talking about safety. If you're really concerned about safety, you would have stopped the match right then and there and get her out of there.
Yeah, they should have thrown up the X and
Match
called
over.
the match.
Match over right there.
Liv Morgan can't compete, match over. Or just make it a 3-on-2 match.
Yeah.
Which they did, but they took their sweet time doing that.
And
Yeah.
then Brie Bella almost fucking knocks out Ruby
A
Riott.
straight forearm to the face.
That was a botch. That had to be a botch.
It was
too.
supposed to be Ruby Riott backing her off the rope so she can get in.
Exactly.
But instead, she just fired a forearm at her,
and got hit
knocked
clean.
her off, knocked her pretty hard. I'm
You could
surprised
tell
she
she
didn't
was
knock out two
pissed.
people. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she looked upset.
And it's not that, Brie Bella's so bad. It's the week before, where she had the suicide dives that botched, and then now she's knocking people. Is she not safe to work with?
I'm hands down. Yes. Like,
She's not safe for herself. I mean,
And it's not even good. Like, she's doing risky moves for no reason. Like, I don't even care about these matches anyway. Like, I'm not into her wrestling at all.
no.
You-
Yeah.
She's basically, like, her and Maurice are really making me not like Daniel Bryan and the Miz feud right now. So,
Well,
like,
I'm glad Maurice is gone now.
oh, good.
They announced it last week. We missed that. She's retiring from SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Interesting move.
Yeah, which I mean, given the match that they had on SmackDown, she didn't do anything. The match at the pay-per-view, she didn't do anything. Yeah.
Wow, I missed that. Crazy.
So yeah, Maurice is gone, and Nikki Bella is not that much better. We don't need the Bellas in 2018.
man,
We
come on.
really don't.
Let them just be personalities or something.
Yeah, be brand ambassadors, but you don't need to be in the ring doing shit
Nope.
Not
unless
at
you
all.
want to just support your own ventures and get shouts out to your YouTube channel and all this stupid shit. One thing that I was hearing was Michael Cole tell me that they took Liv Morgan to the back and the doctors were looking at her, and then the bell rang and they show Liv Morgan on the floor with Dr. Amen. Dr. Z-Pack was right. She wasn't backstage. Like, are you dumb? Do you think we can't see this shit?
We're fucking live, bro.
We're live, pal.
yeah, that whole match was just one big clusterfuck.
Yeah, I mean, you can have Natalia and, I guess the Bellas, they're all vets. And, the Ruby Riott, the Riott Squad, they're not rookies either. They know what to do out there. But when you have someone just throwing kicks and knocking people out, how do you react in that situation? I think they should just ended that match right away.
Exactly.
We had a 50-50 booking decision with Connor from the Ascension whooping the fuck out of Chad Gable.
That's fucking weird.
That
because
is
they've been
weird.
booking Gable
Here-
to be fucking huge.
Well, it's for this put together tag team. Rude and Gable. I don't know why they're feuding with the Ascension. I guess we need bodies, but there's no story to this.
They've been doing a combination of those 4 guys for what seems like a month plus. Because last week we had Chad Gable versus Victor. This week we have Chad Gable versus Connor. I'm getting tired of it.
It's going to be Rude and Connor.
It's
and
gonna be
then
Rude and Connor. This is-
Victor.
This is ridiculous.
And then it's
Tag
going to
match.
be it's going to be
The pay-per-view.
Gable in a shark cage while Rude takes on Connor and stupid shit.
I'm not gonna lie. After that match, like I stopped watching Notes for Raw and I just started fast forwarding because I couldn't do it anymore. It's too much of the same thing that's been going on for the and if I have to see another Ascension versus Gable Rude match, I'm done.
And Victor, just shave your head, bro. Look at
Let it
look
go.
at what Corby did.
Let it go.
Let it
Look
go.
at what Corby did. He did it. He's owning it. He looks great.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Victor, bro, just let it go. There's like 3 strands up there.
Let it go.
And then the rest of it just looks like let it go. You notice like the paint for like the hair?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a Road Warriors and it's supposed to be just like a little triangle, but it starts all the way at the back of the head. It goes all the way
It's a
forward.
lot of paint they're using.
I did like Connor's finisher. It's like a Dominator, what Farouk used to do.
Yeah.
But he sits down with it, which is pretty cool.
It's probably safer too.
Yeah, probably way safer than just chucking someone down. Let's see. Charlie Caruso talked to Triple H backstage, and she said something about, the Undertaker said he's going to take your soul. He's like, well, guess what? I sold it a long time ago. I was like, damn.
And he ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
He's not lying. No.
He's Vince's boy.
That's all truth right there, dude.
Our truth right there,
Yeah.
boy. We had an awesome tag match, though. The one thing you probably, I don't know if you saw it, the Revival and Mick
That's
Ziggler.
right. That's yeah.
Wow, what a match. So many near falls. It felt like an indie match because they were just going back and forth. There was finishers, what looked like finishers. Ziggler kicked out of a lot of shit, but at the end, Mick Ziggler got the victory. But I think it did the Revival a lot of favors, made them look like they're a formidable team.
Hopefully they get that push from that. They get that rub. Hopefully we'll see.
Yeah. After that, we had a segment with Elias, who's gotten really good on guitar. I don't know
He's probably
what
practicing.
lessons
He hasn't
taking.
been wrestling often.
He's just on the
so-
bus, or he's in his car, or hitchhiking with a guitar, and yeah, he's getting good. But Leo Rush is doing a lot for Bobby Lashley.
Definitely.
Huge.
And the short jokes are gonna come. Last week was the perfect. Whose kid is that?
That was great.
That's
That was
funny.
hilarious.
Oh shit, we stopped.
Whose kid is that?
So let's see. Yeah, Leo Rush is really, standing out. He's making Bobby Lashley stand out as being a mouthpiece. He's very small.
Dude, tiny.
He looks like a child out there. But he's making me come around to Lashley, I think. I like this Lashley with Leo Rush.
It's a good mix too. They're both cool, or one of them's cool and one of them's a muscle, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and he's like a young kid. He talks a lot of shit. I'm all for it.
My man.
And Bobby Lashley can still say that.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
it works. That match ends with it was Bobby Lashley versus Elias with Kevin Owens outside. Leo Rush makes Kevin Owens run into Bobby Lashley, and the ref calls for DQ. Is pretty stupid. We were gonna talk about the Connor's Cure stuff.
Go ahead, Dick. Get it off your
This-
chest.
This
Turn
is
heel,
this
bro.
is really more so on WWE than anything else. The past month, they've been kind of helping out with Connor's Cure, which I have no problem with. That's fine, but it's the fact that how they do it. That's what drives me nuts.
It feels dirty when I'm watching it.
It just does not feel right.
It doesn't feel genuine.
That does not feel genuine. Number one. Number two, from a kayfabe perspective, getting the faces and the heels out there is
It's awful to
it's
see.
awful to see. Yes,
The bad guys standing with the good guys. Like, aren't you guys supposed to be mad at each other?
Wearing the pins.
Wearing the pins, wearing the shirts. You know, I get it. You this is something that's important to them, and that's something they want to try to make a big thing about. And they're raising a lot of money, which is probably helping a lot of kids. But at the same time, where's kayfabe at? Like
Kayfabe's gone, man.
Out the fucking
just
window.
have your face. Just have Roman Reigns out there. You don't have to have the whole locker room out there.
Daniel Bryan. Let Daniel Bryan be the spokesman of that.
Yeah, like you don't have to have the Ascension standing with, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable right after the match.
Perfect example being the Shield and the Dogs of War all in the same row in the front, clapping. That's a perfect example right there. You don't need the heels to be out there.
It really yeah. I was feeling the same thing. I'm like, dude, why are they doing this? My thing with it, and I'm probably gonna turn heel on it, is the fact that, like I said, it does come off in disingenuous, and it feels forced. And I always remember what Stephanie said: philanthropy is the new marketing.
Yes,
And that's totally what they're doing here. And, if it's not, Connor's Cure, it's going to be Susan G. Komen Foundation next month, which is the worst. If you're going to donate to any breast cancer awareness, do not donate to
They
them.
take a lot,
'cause
right?
They take a shitload of money
Yeah.
from their donators.
and it's not research.
No, they're a foundation. I think they help women, right? But they totally misappropriate that money, and they probably pay themselves a lot of money. Read up on it. I need to read up on it more, but that's what I know about that. And then there was one other thing I wanted to say about all this. Oh, like with Connor's Cure, and they trot out all the superstars and they make a big spectacle about it. With Make-A-Wish, which they've been doing for decades, it's all behind the scenes. They didn't want to make a big thing about it, maybe here and there, talk about how many wishes that John Cena's granted and stuff like that, which is great. But they're really patting themselves and sucking their own dicks when they have to trot everything out there and give these kids, that kid on Raw looked like he was like 20 years old. Like,
Yeah,
he's taller. He was just as tall as Triple H, which, I mean, he might be a preteen, but at the same time, like, you have to trot them out there and give them belts on TV when he just got one from Seth Rollins in the video piece that I saw, and now he's got the Universal and the IC Championship. God damn it! But I don't know. You don't have to do all that.
You definitely don't have to do it every week either.
I mean, and then they promote themselves by, oh, look at the shirt that she's wearing. Look at the shirt that Charlotte's wearing. We have it on WWE.com.
Yeah.
Make sure to buy it. This is all some of the proceeds go to Connor's Cure.
Some of them, not all of them.
Not
Some.
all of them.
That $30 shirt, they're gonna get 20 cents.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, how much do you need to push it forward?
I don't know, but thankfully, mercifully, the month is almost over.
Thank God.
But then we're gonna get pink ropes, and then we're gonna have to see these random ladies that their sons watch wrestling. So I don't know, it's gonna be weird.
Boom. Should we move to SmackDown?
Well, one thing I was gonna say, the main event was Baron Corbin and the Authors of Pain
Oh, that's right.
versus the Shield. Way too many tactical vests in one picture for me to
It was a
for
lot.
me to like. But they gotta push the baby faces, so the monster heels have to take them on. But the only thing that's exciting me right now is the fact that Dean Ambrose, Dean Ambrose is not good. We all agree on this.
We
But
all hate him.
there might be a dark side to Dean Ambrose. Dark Dean.
I could live with that.
But I mean, even if he did go heel and he went across them, is it even gonna be that exciting? Is he a Seth Rollins, or it's gonna be like, oh, that's amazing? It'll probably be cool for a week or two, and then it's like, okay, well, he's back to being Dean, the unhinged, whatever.
Yeah, the guy that sprays people with ketchup and mustard and
Yeah,
throws hot dogs
it's-
at them. I agree, but a dark Dean Ambrose, I can live with more than this face that I don't know who he is or what he wants or anything.
Nope.
At least if he's out there, he's fighting for you know what, they were right. You guys are just using me, and I'm not gonna take that shit no more. I would love to see that kind of character development with Dean Ambrose, not to be confused with Chris Ambrose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think with Dean, like he definitely needs a character change, and him just being a baby face, it's stale, it's boring.
But
That's not his personality. I think like his personality is him being a heel.
I like what they're playing up with. The both of them have belts, and he does not.
Yeah.
That
So
would
they're
piss me
playing
off.
that shit up. I mean, he's
It's
sitting
great.
right in the middle of it, like looking at both of them, like, fuck. Like, I ain't got a belt, dude. Like, what about me?
you can go to 205, dog.
Yeah, hey, bro, go to 205, grab a belt.
Go to SmackDown, essay. But I mean that really just goes. This is like one of the only storylines on SmackDown that really, or on Raw, that has any kind of character development going on. Everyone is so one-dimensional, and I think that's why this show drags and it's boring because we don't care about any of these matches. Michael Cole during this match was like, "Oh my God, what would happen if the Shield lost this match?" And I was just like, "Nothing.
Nothing.
This match is for nothing."
They're still
It's a
champs.
meaningless
Can you
match.
imagine if the Shield lost this match? Yeah, and it wouldn't be a big deal because
I
they're
forget
going to
about
do
it.
it again next week, too.
Yeah.
So the Authors of Pain can win next week, and we can all fucking just be like, oh, my God, what are they going to do going into the Super Show? Well, guess what? They're going to win at the fucking Super Show because it's a glorified house show, and there's no reason to talk about it.
Game over.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
I think we might be tired of the Shield.
You think?
Bin.
I think it's
You
I
think?
think it's at that point.
Shit.
I think it's at that point. But
Deep breath.
yes, in case you haven't realized, we
Get your
did not
chakras
enjoy
in.
Raw.
Yeah.
Get your chakras in line, man.
It's just so much. Oh, wait, hold on. Shanti. All right, I feel better. Luckily, there was SmackDown the next night, which isn't too much better, but it is a little bit more entertaining. From the kickoff, I was already entertained because once you put R-Truth out there,
I'm in.
He's
I'm in.
he is my favorite dummy.
Bro.
He's so good.
so
He's so
fucking
funny.
good.
But Mela isn't money anymore. Mela is
hot, though.
coupons now.
He's hot,
Mela
though.
is welfare now. She is. Was she a babyface now?
She is. She is.
God, she's out there to say what's up really loud.
Ah,
You know what though? She did drop a Carmelism.
What is a Carmelism?
Truth is truth. And
Hey,
you can't argue that. I mean, it's true.
it's a fact.
It's a fact. It is a fact.
Carmelism?
She dropped
That's
that.
a
I was
good
like,
one.
man, that's actually that's
That's deep.
That is deep
Coming
right
from
there.
you, that's deep.
Truth is truth.
Truth is truth.
Dan O'Brien, it looked like he just went out on the fly. Like he had like bullet points, I feel like, but he was also talking like, what, you guys dance? Like, because they did like a 7-second
Oh
dance.
yeah, break.
So then he was like laughing
Yeah.
to them, like, you guys dance on this show? Oh, but anyways, at WWE Super Show, like, it was pretty cool. So the Miz interrupts and he's talking a lot of shit, and R-Truth is finally, you know what? No one talks to my guests like this. You're banded. You're banded from my show.
That's kind of racist too, but they say that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's probably, yeah. But then for the rights to Miz TV, they put a match on, and it was an okay match.
Basically, for that match,
What else?
you just have to hear Dan Bryan's commentary. He just goes to town on the Miz, and I thought he was amazing on the mic.
Yeah, I kind of didn't watch the match because I had 40 minutes to watch 2 hours of SmackDown, so I kind of just rushed through it.
The Miz was mocking Daniel Bryan and the entire time.
Oh yeah, I saw that part with the kicks, and he was looking at him every time. He
Every
did
time.
'em, and yeah,
And
he was doing the yes, the crowd was doing no, and he actually won with running knee.
with the running knee, yeah.
Ooh. Whatever.
So, you know, I'm excited because the winner of this match gets a title shot. So we can go away from the story and then maybe come back to it once one of
Wait,
them has
the
the
winner
belt.
of at the Super Show.
Yes.
At
Okay.
WWE Super Show.
There
You-
you go. At
You
least
can't just say the Super Show. It's WWE Super Show
Oh, that's
because everyone that talks about the WWE Super Show has to say WWE Super Show. It just takes me out of it when I hear Braun Strowman be like, "Well, you know what, Roman Reigns? I'm going to beat you up at WWE Super Show." Like, it's just gag.
Hey, man. It's a mouthful.
It's with every pay-per-view / special they have to say WWE name of the event.
It's It's really bad.
It's getting. To
They
the
can't
point.
just say, "And this Sunday, I'm gonna take the title from you." It's, "And this Sunday at WWE Super Show, I'm gonna take the title." Like it's, God, fuck this show.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. What else do we have?
Becky beat the shit out of Charlotte
That's
backstage, whatever. But
The AJ thing? Wait. Oh, that's the end.
oh, that's the end. Yeah. Sheamus and Big E had a match, and Sheamus wins this week. 50-50 booking.
There you go.
At least this match was way better than the Victor Connor versus Victor versus Gable match.
Connor.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
They're all the same.
Again, with that match, it took me off of Raw.
Well, because at least Sheamus and Big E are competitive people, where
Right.
Raw obviously views Gable as a joke and he shouldn't be taken serious. This one you're a little bit more invested because hey, any guy can win. It's not like a Sasquatch match. Sasquatch match.
Sasquatch match.
But yeah, Sheamus hit the bro kick. I'm pretty excited for the Bar versus the New Day for the belts.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. New Day goes over.
It's,
But
I mean, it's about time they booked that match.
had they fought? They must have.
They fought on Raw.
Okay.
But then
Yeah.
Sheamus got hurt, and then
That's
it
right.
kind of put off all this stuff. And then we get our Jerry Springer, the moment of the night, which is pretty dope. I like what they're doing. Again, more character development. I'm all about it. Rusev is in the ring, and he wants answers from Aiden English and why he turned on him. And Aiden, talks about how they were nothing without him, and he's the one that got everything over. And it wasn't until Lana got involved when they went to shit. And he's like, what's it called? He's like, well, you trust your wife. Why don't you ask her about Milwaukee? And then he drops the mic.
I'm curious to see where they go with it.
And then the whole crowd just goes, oh.
This is good for everybody involved in the feud, I think.
I think maybe Aiden put some English into her, and that's why she lost her Russian accent.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
like that.
You like that?
I like that.
That's not PG, bro.
Hey,
Hey.
I think that's where they want me to think.
Neither is the fucking, like we'll say it later, the Styles, and that's starting to border Attitude Era, but like we'll see.
Yeah, and then Becky basically sees Lana backstage, and she's like, Becky interrupts them talking, and she's like, why don't you mind your own business, Becky? And she's like, you know what? You're lucky I don't like smack the teeth out of your mouth or whatever. She just basically is like, your husband Rusev is gonna have to beat you. He's gonna have to take your bags for you because you're not even gonna be able to walk out of here. She just straight up bashes this chick, and I love it.
I love it.
Stone Cold Becky backstage. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
Orton beat up Dillinger because he hates Ty's gimmick, which is cool.
That's kind of cool.
He likes going after people that the people like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
Heel Orton.
I'm all for it. It's like kind of like the Legend Killer, but the popular killer or the gimmick killer.
I guess you could say that.
I'm all for it.
I like this right here. He's very, very, very sadistic.
And I thought we already saw a sadistic version of Randy
Yeah.
Orton, but this one's really dark.
Borderline rape. Borderline rapey.
Yeah.
And good for Ty Dillinger finally getting on TV.
Yeah, good for him, dude. He looked good too.
He looked really good. That was a good match with him and
Yeah, especially
Knox.
after he ate that Kinshasa.
the one at the end of it.
Oh, so he
yeah.
got DDT'd off the apron by Randy Orton, and then as he's standing up, Shinsuke gives him the Kinshasa on the outside.
And his head bounced off the the little fucking apron thing.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Ty Dillinger.
It was fun.
R.I.P. in peace.
R.I.P. in peace.
I like that we just wrote Becky versus Lana and like no notes under that.
That sucked.
Yeah,
Squash.
It's
a
squash
Lana
match,
match.
basically.
Yeah. AJ and Paige are in the ring, and they're gonna do the big contract signing, and Paige doesn't want any shenanigans. So AJ's like, I'm just gonna go out there. I'm gonna sign it. And they introduce Samoa Joe, and he's not there. He pops up on the Titantron, and he's like, "Oh, where are you? You're in Denver? Oh, look where I'm at." And then they pan over to Styles' mailbox, and he's like, "I'm at your house, and there's nothing you can do about it."
So
Says
corny.
Ooh, boy.
I think that says Styles.
Yeah.
That's your
Styles,
real
yeah.
name, AJ.
It should say Jones, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like that we keep kayfabe there.
There
I
you
like
go.
that. That's a thing.
Picking and choosing.
Yeah. So Joe was. This reminded me of like that movie Fear,
Yeah.
or like a crazy person that they're at your house and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go inside.
You're miles away. You're far. You're not getting home.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do. And then he even says, "Oh, why don't you call Wendy and Warner?" Oh, I forgot. You don't take your phone to the ring ever. So I was like, "Damn, dude." Really building the tension, and then AJ's begging him, and he rings the doorbell, and then he looks at the camera and says, "Daddy's home," and the screen goes black, and I think Law and Order SVU starts. Like,
I'm curious. Is he gonna rape her? What is he gonna do?
I think he's raping, dog.
Dude, what? You gonna kill the kid? What you doing, Samoa Joe?
I mean, he does sound a little rapey.
It came off a little rapey, right?
A little bit.
yeah.
Attitude era, man. It's like when who was stalking the Undertaker's wife?
DDP.
Oh yeah,
Oh
DDP.
yeah, it's very. He has that same sort of creepy vibe to it.
He just, I just hope Samoa Joe doesn't meet Wendy 9mm.
No,
That's
no, yeah.
that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
as the Brian Pillman Stone Cold thing.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen when when Austin 316 meets Pillman 9mm and he pulls out a gun? Oh my God, bring it back, dude.
I miss Brian Pillman.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
in peace, dude.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was SmackDown. It left us off. It left me wanting more. It made me
Yeah.
excited for the match.
Exactly.
It made me excited to see what's going to happen next week. And that's what should happen every week. But Goldust, you blocked me. You don't want my good ideas. Well, I tell you what. Eat a dick. I don't know. I couldn't
There
think
you
of it.
Well
There you
done. Well done.
You will never forget the name. At It's Me A3K on Twitter. I think that's our show, guys.
That's
I
it.
think there was one. I want. Well, no, we'll use it for next week.
No, go for it.
Go. What is
What'd
it?
you want
What
to
is
say?
I was
going to
bring up Undertaker at Frankenstein's.
Oh, we can talk about it right now.
Yeah,
go
I was
for
gonna
it.
bring that up. He's finally gonna go to Frankenstein's. Every wrestler goes there for signatures and photo ops.
Frankenstein's is a collector's paradise. They have everything from
Dragon
comic
Ball.
books to Dragon Ball, movies, pop culture. You name it, they
Swords.
got it. They got,
They got
swords.
swords
Got
for no
swords
reason.
there.
They have championship belts there. They
Yep.
have pop figures. They have Ninja Turtle figures from the 80s. You want a collectible, you go to Frankenstein's. And I've actually had the privilege of meeting Roddy Piper before he died at Frankenstein's. And every month they have, pretty big names. Undertaker's going to be the same week as Steve Garvey from the Dodgers, Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Interesting.
I might go meet Steve Garvey and tell the Undertaker to rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest nerd event in Southern California that happens twice a week. For those of that don't know what Frankenstein's are, it's in L.A. and it's twice a week.
Yeah, and I think once a month they have autograph sessions and
Right.
stuff like that.
Hence why the Undertaker is going to be there.
For
How
a,
much is he
a
gonna cost?
rare one-off,
A rare
like
appearance.
a rare appearance, non-WWE appearance.
Yeah.
How much for an autograph, Bob?
They didn't. And the funny thing is Frankenstein's posted that. They said the time it will be, but they did not post the price. So
I
I'm
wonder
like,
why.
wow, I wonder why. Wonder what the price is. So I went on the website. It's $150 for a signature and $150 for a photo.
So $150 if you want to get something signed, and another $150.
One thing signed.
One thing?
One thing signed.
Wow.
And they're not going there for one thing. All the real marks, the real nerds.
And
Yeah.
people
Well,
who
it's
wanna
going to be
resell
people that
too.
want to resell.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the funny thing is usually they have that combo, like, oh, you can get both for a little bit lower price.
Yeah.
And there's only going to be like 50 of them sold. Dude, there's no discount. It's $300 for both.
Wow.
It's fucking mind-boggling.
So $150 to use your own phone.
your own phone,
camera, your own camera.
Bring a fancy.
Dude, I'm going to hire a photographer.
Yeah, I
dude.
know, right?
You want to take that perfect picture?
I'm going to make it worth it, boy.
Dude, $150? God damn.
I am
and
not
the-
going to spend
And
$150.
the funny thing is every wrestler has been there, dude. Like HBK was there.
$75.
Dude, $75 for a photo.
The
Rikishi was like
Outsiders.
35.
The Outsiders were there. $75 for a photo with both of them.
Wow.
2 for 1.
I
I'm
mean,
not that much of an Undertaker mark to want to spend
Yeah,
that much
I-
money.
that much, dude.
Even Shawn Michaels. I mean, if Macho Man rose from the dead and went to Frankenstein's and charged me $150, I'd be like, Macho now, dog.
Yeah. Sorry,
That's
Macho.
enough for me, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's enough for me, dog. But it's like, dude, it's fucking insane. Like even Mankind, he was just there. It was like I think it was $60 for a photo, and like $60 for a
I'd pay that.
signature.
That's still kind of expensive, but yeah, that's still pretty
It's
awesome.
doable.
But that's like, dude, that's like not even half the price of Undertaker.
And I feel like the Undertaker is gonna be like, hey, Undertaker, big fan. Oh, thanks. All right, next. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to talk to him for $150.
You can't be like choke slam me, Undertaker, or put your hand on
Put
my
me
head.
through that
Yeah.
table.
Bury me alive with that dick.
But it's just, it was one of those things where I'm just like, that's a fucking price gouge.
Now you get Paul Bear Undertaker. I might
Ooh.
think about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Old school with the purple?
Oh, you
Yeah.
can go on full
Ooh.
regalia. I'm in.
Oh, if he goes old Undertaker, if he goes that Undertaker with the hat and
minus
the
the mask, but yeah.
maybe not the mask, but like with the purple gloves.
Ooh.
I don't want to see MMA Taker.
No.
Nah,
with the
nah.
MMA gloves.
No jeans either, Taker.
I better get a discount if you show up with MMA gloves and jeans, dude.
Yeah, nope, for sure.
Or board shirts.
Oh, shit.
I want to see Mean Mark Calloway come.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I bet
That's
you
what I want
do.
to see.
Oh, that's funny.
So if you have $150 just to burn, go to Frankenstein's in 2 weeks and you can take a picture
Oh,
with
it
Undertaker.
doesn't say, huh? It doesn't say on the Instagram.
No, yeah. it
Every
doesn't
other
s-
flyer has the price.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every single other flyer has the price and tells you exactly what you're getting and what you're paying. Like it's the one where they didn't. They knew that they fucked up.
Yeah,
And it-
like damn, we have a big name, but it's way too expensive.
They know Foley was only $20.
And then my thing is like, do you think that they did this to like kind of like separate the people that are gonna go there? Like not, he doesn't want everybody there, but he wants the real like the diehard that are gonna pay $150.
Well,
the
they're not
real
diehards.
people
They're
aren't
they're
yeah.
dummies.
they're dummies.
They're going to
They're
pay
marks.
regardless.
And the guys that are reselling everything that he signs.
Oh yeah, that's why they make it so you can have this signed for $150 because you're gonna make $100 on this.
Oh, dude, they're no doubt they're gonna have a belt there signed, and then they're gonna resell it right there in Frankenstein's for like $600, and somebody will buy
Crazy.
it.
Not me.
Not us.
Damn, Rob Van Dam was
damn
only
Even if I had the
$40.
money. Even if I had the money,
Damn, I would pay $40 for RVD.
dude, RVD would pay me $40 to smoke a joint.
yeah. Like, let's do it.
If you brought him a joint, he'd probably be like, "Cool, dude, come on, take a picture."
Yeah.
Like,
As many as you want.
I feel good about this show.
I'm
it
good.
was good, man.
I'm
It was good.
satisfied.
This felt like four friends talking about wrestling and, getting blocked on Tinder, getting blocked on Instagram or on Twitter. It was a good show.
Good show.
I don't have a cast anymore, so
You got the Austin knee
yeah, I got
brace on your arm.
the knee brace on my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to shoot rockets out of this thing. Pocket rockets. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us on another edition of the Put Me Over podcast. As always, you can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. You can also find us wherever podcast downloads are available. You can go and we're everywhere. We are the new world order of podcasting. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching, paying attention, and until I come up with a good intro, we'll see you guys next week.